ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Elliott. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Here we go.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Flex round! Flex round!
Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. A dump off to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Ohio! Here we go!
Prescott now on second down. Rolling to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
3rd and 4.
Come on!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Let's go!
He's still on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Flex round!
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Here we go!
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go!
To throw is Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's got some space here. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he'll bang that one through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Here we go.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's going to get the football. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep. And that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. Blue 80, white 25.
Play clock winding down. Now Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Ready, white 25.
Ryan on 2nd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, wait.
The play clock's running down. First and 10, it's Ryan. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but...
Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get them back to our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Four down, check. Here we go.
Prescott now on second down. A dump off to Elliott. Are you kidding me? A good pickup there at 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it first and 10.
Tight right.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Hey.
Oh,
Four down.
First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run.
Key the tight end.
Let's go! What?
Out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey, here we go.
Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Here we go.
Second down, Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Ohio!
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. Everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense in the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
Check. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Hey, we got tight right. 4 down. Ready, alert. Wide, 25.
Second down, Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
4 down.
They come up in an offset eye. On first down, going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Shift together here from the D-line.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
21.
Tight dog.
Blue 80, get out.
Watch the shift.
Blue 80,
Watch the shift.
Again, Ryan. That's caught at the 3. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Strong left.
Ready.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Fielded about a yard deep.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Let's
Another
go.
pistol.
Yes!
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Double tight. Double tight.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
Let's go!
And make a run as we just saw there.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Third down, Elliott.
Go, hey, run it, run!
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And let's see if they can do just that. Here's Ryan, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
All day. Yeah, D. Double tight. Even. 4 down.
Left.
Kill. Turn it up.
Hey,
Kill.
South. Bang.
Boo,
Eddie,
bang,
sit on that.
bang.
Boo, Eddie. 54, South.
Check.
Let's go. Back 25.
Alert flare.
Let's go.
They run. Devontae Freeman.
Run.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll need to get the play out quickly.
4 down.
First down carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events,
Let's
right?
go!
The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed
Come on!
confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. It didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. It doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Hey, 4 down.
Here we go. Red 38.
Now they'll run it on the taunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Now it's a bootleg for Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go.
To try to make it in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this quarter. Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, let's go.
Time running out here on the play. Ryan going to give it Freeman on the draw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now Ryan on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I'm gonna hit you
and he'll be taken
all day,
down, but
baby.
not before he gets into enemy territory.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Woo! You got him.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down.
Blue 80, black 25.
They toss to Freeman. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, got him. Got him.
Offense comes to the line now,
Tight
first and
left,
10.
tight left.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Coleman. He's going to fight his way forward.
That's it.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's heat it up.
Blue Dan.
Hey, Mike,
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Tight end left. 4 down.
Come on!
Prescott on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Yeah, Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Tight, tight, watch left. Tight, tight, watch left.
Come on!
A first down throw for Prescott.
Balls in the air.
He completes it to Jones.
No
And
chance,
he gets
no
this one
chance.
all the way
On the ball,
down
on the ball.
inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And quickly, they get to the line.
Come on!
Prescott looks to throw on first. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a... And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Double tight, double tight. Odd.
Come on!
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And he puts it through. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They
Blitz
have the
round!
opportunity.
Blitz round!
Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Let's go!
He's back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Single.
Kid 21.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not
we
fully over
got
yet.
We got four down. Mike's 50.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Tight end's right.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Cross
Right, Freeman.
Right. Get it.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only them them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Two tights.
4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down, 4 down.
Ready, Blue 80.
Mike's
Ready
50,
to go.
Mike's 50.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Falcons, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.